So being in a gang will never ever pay off. It's never paid off. I don't think there's ever been any type of gang lord that actually made it through his entire life without going to jail or going underground. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying that it just never pays off. It's always a cat and mouse game when it comes to this. Gang life, street life, all of that stuff, it just doesn't pay off. And so we're going to dive into this reaction here of how South Africa's biggest gang boss met his end, because his end came swiftly and quickly. This one's a crazy one, you guys. If you are ready to sit back and enjoy it, pop some popcorn, grab some coffee, make sure you leave a like down below on this video and also subscribe, as I post a lot of reactions that I just feel fit. But let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's see what happened to this gang boss in South Africa.
On March 21st, 2023, Brendan Cashapp, known as one of South Africa's major drug lords and founder of the 11th Street Gang, was driving his black Volkswagen Amarok on Peter Road at 2 p.m.
It's kind of a nice car.
Suddenly, two men armed with military-grade weapons emerged from another moving vehicle, and chaos erupted. Time seemed to stand still for a moment as Brendan tried to save himself and his family, who were also in the car. But his fate appeared inevitable. This is the story of the attack that brought down one of South Africa's most powerful and feared gang leaders. Brendan's story begins in the suburbs of Chatsworth, a neighborhood in Durban, South Africa. For many young people in these areas, gang life is a path they take in an attempt to escape the hardships of their environment. There is often debate about how these youths end up in such situations. Some blame inequalities in opportunity, while others challenge this view and point to the character of the individuals themselves. But one thing is certain: once you choose to enter this black hole, the only way out is death, and in most cases, a violent one. The three boys was also vying for control of the territory.
That's crazy work, man. Like, this guy, I don't know what his full upbringing was, because this slight documentary didn't tell like what his full upbringing was, but you run into a gang situation and then you full blown turn into a gang member. I can understand if it was like retaliation against, you know, your friend that got killed, but not just because of no opportunity. That's when it's just bad. You gotta be better. You gotta just be better. You know, you can run a clothing business without it being a drug front. You can run a nightclub without it being a drug front. And all money's not good money. All money is just not good money. And sometimes all money will cost your life. I guess that's what happens here. And also, when you're running up against gangs, man, you're 1 against 50. Even if you have 10 men, you're 10 against 100. It's a cat and mouse game, guys. It's never gonna work.
Brendan and the three boys sparked a gang war that lasted 2 years and resulted in the significant casualties. However, when two forces collide, one is destined to be destroyed. Finally, Brendan became the dominant leader of Chatsworth's underworld and established the 11th Street Gang, named after the street where he grew up.
26 years old.
From this position, he transformed his business into a wholesale drug operation, distributing large quantities of heroin to other gangs in Durban and solidifying his status as a powerful drug lord. Meanwhile, Brendan made no effort to hide his wealth. On social media, he frequently posted videos on Facebook showcasing his glamorous lifestyle, including cars, money, and weapons. In one birthday party photo, he celebrated with a cake decorated to look like dollar bills and openly displayed the 26 gang code. He also shared photos and videos with gang leaders, including members of the notorious Wentworth cartel. On social media, Brendan also appeared in photos and videos along numerous police officers wearing balaclavas and carrying automatic weapons stormed the residence shortly after midnight.
And the foundation is crumbling. And this is what happens. You know, this is what happens. Especially, see, that's the thing about nowadays and these drug lords nowadays and top flight gang members. They want to boast it and brag about it on social media like everyone and anyone cares. Like most of the true gang mob bosses, drug lords, they don't even have a social media. They don't even have a social media. They don't even post their face, let alone anything, money, cars, lifestyle. They don't post that shit on social media. That's the problem. That is your number one downfall, is the acceptance of fame, getting a like or two for your fame. It's just not worth it, because not only does it put police on your back, because that's what happened, they raided your house, but it also puts a target on your back for other people. I mean, broke people will kill you for less. Broke people will kill you for nothing. A big problem with social media is that a lot of people get jealous and depressed over seeing someone else's lifestyle, and they want it. And they'll go to the furthest means to take it. They will take what you have, and that's including your life. It's crazy work, man.
The balcony railing of the house was adorned with the name of the 11th Street Gang. With flashlights cutting through the darkness, the officers searched the property for the alleged leader, forcing several of his associates, caught off guard, to lie face down on the floor as they inspected the premises.
Oh, yeah,
eventually, they found Brendan in one of the rooms. After securing the area, they arrested him and escorted him to an unmarked police vehicle parked outside. Kalachiran was charged with the murder of Alan Pillar, who was gunned down outside a tavern in Chatsworth in June 2018. He was also linked to the 2008 drive-by shooting that killed Gerald Aramugam. In addition, he faced charges of drug possession, unregistered firearms, attempted murder, and murder.
Crazy work.
However, police were unable to make any of these charges stick. Reports suggested that Brendan had numerous police officers on his payroll. It was an open secret that he paid bribes to officers at the Chatsworth police station, allowing him to stay one step ahead of the law. Despite everything, Brendan continued posting videos on social media, dealing with other gangs, and mocking rival gang leaders. But as the saying goes, when you play with fire, you eventually get burned.
Yeah, you get burned.
And that's exactly what happened to Brendan. As they drove down the street, two armed men approached the left and right sides of the vehicle and opened fire. The car was struck by over 50 rounds of machine gun ammunition. CCTV footage from a nearby business shows a white Toyota Baccy, allegedly used by the attackers, speeding away quickly after the shot.
Man, that's crazy, man. He lost his life, his wife lost her life, and I'm not sure if the child did too, but the amount of bullets, holy moly, man. Like, why don't you have a bulletproof car? You have so much money. Why are you riding around with your family in a non-bulletproof car like you're just untouchable? That's crazy work. You're in the middle of a gang feud. What are you doing, bro? Man, it's sad, man. It's really sad. I feel bad for, the wife and the kids. I do feel bad for them. As for the gang lord, you can't really feel bad for someone that's in that lifestyle. You know, you live by the gun, you die by the gun. That's kind of what it brings to. And in a sense, his wife too, she knew what she was getting into. She was posting photos, videos with guns in her hands. You lived by the gun too, and you died by the gun. You guys, let me know in the comments. You think this was a crazy one? You think he made one mistake by not bulletproofing his car, and it cost lives of many people? You guys, make sure you leave a like down below and also subscribe if you want to see more reactions. This was a pretty good one. I might drive into some more crime reactions. We'll see. But YouTube picked a video just for you to watch next. Make sure you sit back and enjoy it. Till next time, folks, I will see you in the next one.